She said, pink sky this early morning shows me that wet weather is coming. Yeah, she's on to something. We do get a few showers and storms come later tonight, but also strong wind gusts with some of these storms. Wind gusts capable of producing wind damage. That's usually what triggers severe thunderstorm warnings around these parts. I do suspect we will get some severe thunderstorm warnings. Now, where you live makes a little bit of a difference. So I wrote an article. It's at WFMZ.com. It's also on my socials, at WXManDrew. So you can punch in where you live and find out exactly the time at your house to look up, and for 4 minutes, catch the International Space Station. Anytime you see a line of showers and storms very narrow on radar, that's a cold front. That cold front sparking these nasty storms in Schuylkill County. First time in months I had to get this out of the closet. And now that we got the winter coat out, keep it around for the next few mornings. You'll need it. So did you make up for it later in life?
No, I don't even like cereal. I hate cereal.
I'm actually not a cereal person either. It's not my thing.
But that's cool.
It's a nighttime snack.
Yeah.
It's a good snack.
And I didn't know that Cookie Crisp had its own mascot. I don't think I've ever seen Mr. Wolf over there.
There you go.
Yeah.
News to me.
You weren't alive in the 80s, were you?
Right.
Late in the 80s.
Yeah, Drew, that's good music to play tonight, perhaps around a campfire.
Ooh, it might be a little too cold for a campfire tonight.
You think?
You haven't made the right kind of fire.
Oh, hey, yeah, I don't usually have the one we're going to get the phoenix rising from the ashes, the big ones. Yeah, 40s. 40s will be the temperature if you do the bonfire outside tonight. Very quickly, we drop into the 40s after sunset. So clearly, it feels like fall, no question about it. Officially speaking, though, Tuesday is the day, the 22nd this year. And surprisingly, our days of the seasons, they change. I always thought it was the 21st, but no, that's not the case. So it can be between the 19th to 23, and here's the reason why. So it actually all has to start with every season, it takes whatever the length of days is, plus 6 hours. So let's look back at some falls. So this is in 2017, and look how fall started at 4 p.m. Okay, the next year, let's add 6 hours. So still the 22nd, but now in 2018, we're at 9:54 p.m. All right, let's add 6 more hours. And because of that, we went past midnight, so then it became the 23rd. And this year, here's what would happen. We'd add 6 hours, so there you go, there's the 9 o'clock hour, but there's a catch. The leap year throws it off, so that's why we're not the 23rd this year. But yeah, every season, it's 6 hours later until a leap year just offsets things. And that's why the dates change over the years. Kind of interesting, right? Didn't know that. All right, here's our current temperatures with that fall-like weather. We got 40s if you're in the Philly area. 30s in the Poconos. Let's zoom in. Let's get a closer look at this cold weather. Hometown in Schuylkill County, 35. Sharing that with Weatherly. Some 40s. Okay, I'm glad to see some 40s in Lehigh County and also Northampton County. But yeah, Collegeville, you're chilly in the 30s. I couldn't believe how cold it got. When I came into the station, it's about 1:30. I was outside. When I first got to my car, I thought it felt pleasant. It was in the 50s at this point. This morning, oh, much different feel now. But look at those gorgeous blue skies. Part of the reason it got so cold over the night is these clear skies. When you have a clear sky at night, down those temperatures go. And enjoy that sunshine today. It's nice and blue today in the sky. No wildfire smoke at all. Finally, right? Enough of that. Just soak up the sun. So the sunrise, right around 7 o'clock. The sunset, also around 7 o'clock. So if you want to get that big bonfire going, 7 o'clock hours when you can get it going. In the meantime, or maybe just sitting around the fire pit today during the day, you want to do it in the backyard because of those numbers. Our temperature's not moving too far. So we're still in the 40s over the next few hours. 50s at noon, only making our way to the low 60s. That's about 10 degrees colder than average for this time of year. Usually, we'd be in the mid-70s. But don't worry, we got you covered with 70s in that 7-day forecast. Just not today. 63 with those sunny skies. The wind is light. Tonight, clear skies, light wind, another cold night. 40, yeah. 40 is where we drop it to, unless you're in the Poconos. Poconos, you're in the 30s. Let's actually take a closer look at those temperatures for a reason. So you're closer to actually about 50 degrees if you're in the Philly area, one of the Philly suburbs. Most of us right around 40. I want to zoom into the Poconos right now and show you some 30s because, yeah, see these numbers right here in the mid-30s? Once we start hitting mid-30s, that means some frost can form. So around I-80 and north of I-80, be aware, some frost can form tonight. If you're south of I-80, you don't have to worry about the frost. Our pet of the day today, here's what we got. We're doubling down. Sophie's right there. Sophie's friend, looking pretty good. If you want to take Sophie out tomorrow, enjoy all that sunshine. Tomorrow's weather, exactly the same as today. Now, Deanna said, listen, Sophie wants some pool weather. There's Sophie. Well, we got Sophie covered. Look how it starts warming up as we head toward the middle of the week. The 70s making a big comeback, and then we keep going. Let me show you that 7-day forecast. So, still cool on Monday, but then up the temperatures go. Leading way to 80 degrees on Thursday before a cold front brings a few showers and storms overnight to knock us back down to more seasonal temperatures. But overall, it is a sunny and dry week ahead, except for Thursday night. Just a beautiful 7-day forecast.
Check out this view. I'm telling you, there is just nothing like being outdoors. And that's the reason why I wanted to give you a heads up about National Public Lands Day on Saturday. Right now, I'm at Blue Marsh Lake here in Berks County. And this year, celebrating our public lands has a particularly special meaning.
With COVID-19, the pandemic, it's shown us how important our natural resources are as areas for us to go and have that relief and relaxation, reconnecting with nature.
But that reconnection has come at a cost for our parks.
We have a trash problem right now just because of the increase in recreation and people enjoying our natural resources out here. And that's why we decided for National Public Lands Day, let's do a really big cleanup and let's make it a drive-through style.
You drive right up to the welcome tent with a mask on, and you'll be given cleaning supplies. And one of these, a map, so you know exactly where to go. With over 30 miles of lake shoreline, social distancing will not be a problem. And that's why Brianna, one of the park rangers at Blue Marsh Lake, says, bring your kids.
It gets them invested in enjoying outside and it gives them a little activity, so it helps wear them out a little bit and families can feel safe in bringing their children out.
And the same goes for right here at Ralph Stover State Park in Bucks County.
It's just a good day to come out and do something good for the lands. They're not going to take care of themselves.
If you want to help, you can drag bushes, cut down trees, or you can line the trails with rocks. Which, by the way, is a kid favorite, according to Dana, one of the event organizers.
Kids kind of like that stuff. They like to move things. And it's instant gratification where you can, see exactly what you've done. Whereas when we're building drains, it's kind of like, I hope that works. We'll find out after the next rain.
Well, you can only do your best. And if you want to do your best this Saturday, both events ask that you register online. Just because of COVID, they don't want too many people showing up all at the same time. With the story from Berks County and Bucks County, I'm Meteorologist Drew Anderson on 69 News.
And now here's your 69 News meteorologist.
Well, there's my morning right there. I turn on the car and that's what I see. Some pretty cold weather. And yeah, I had the winter coat for the walk to the car. First time in months I had to get this out of the closet. And now that we got the winter coat out, keep it around for the next few mornings. You'll need it. Let's talk more about this morning. These numbers, look at them. They speak just for themselves. 32 was as cold as it got in Mount Pocono. 36 is where we dropped down to in Allentown, and that was record-setting cold. On a September 20th in years past, it has never been this cold in Allentown until today. That's at the Lehigh Valley International Airport. So from that cold start, we get a cool finish. Some more 60s for your afternoon, and they stick around through Monday. But then, look at that. We have a really nice midweek warm-up. We're talking 80, at least for one day. But the sun, that's more than one day. That's every single day in your 7-day forecast. As for your afternoon, take a look at your temperatures and look at this. Look at the Wyoming Valley. Look how it's pretty much the same temperature as our Philly suburbs. You don't see that too often. It's really rare to see pretty much the same temperature up and down the eastern part of PA and the western part of New Jersey. And it's all because of a huge area of high pressure just parked right over us. Let me show you what it does. It keeps our temperatures really even. As we take a closer look into the Poconos, Berks County, also Lehigh Valley, Warren County, Hunterdon County. We also got Bucks and Montgomery, 63. Yes, the popular afternoon temperature for you. And certainly with those clear skies, it's a great night to go out and take a look up at the stars. They look a lot better than usual just because the air's so dry. For a change, we don't have humidity. And on top of that, we just have really low relative humidity, a way to measure how dry the air is. And when that happens, the planets, the stars, they just look better than usual. And the reason for that is when light goes through humid air, it just doesn't travel as well. So go check out Jupiter and Saturn right at sunset. That's at 7:01 p.m. They'll be right next to each other. They'll be on the lower side of the southern sky. Now, higher up in the southern sky, we got Mars. Mars is hanging out all night. Those two planets, they're gone around midnight. And then the best part about today, if you can catch the International Space Station over your skies. So here's what's happening. At 8:19, it'll fly over us. Now, where you live makes a little bit of a difference. So I wrote an article. It's at WFMZ.com. It's also on my socials, at WXManDrew. So you can punch in where you live and find out exactly the time at your house to look up and for 4 minutes, catch the International Space Station. The whole reason we can see it is it's reflecting sunlight. And you know, it's actually pretty interesting. Let me tell you. So it starts out in the west, and it's a nice, smooth, constant motion. It looks like an airplane, about the size of an airplane, and then you think it's going to go down to the northeast horizon, but before it gets there, it's gone. And the reason for that is it disappears because it goes into the Earth's shadow. The whole reason we see it, it's reflecting sunlight, but you go in the Earth's shadow, no sunlight to reflect. So that's how you know if you saw it and it wasn't an airplane, if it does a vanishing act. And then it's gone, and actually the moon's doing a vanishing act. It's only up for about 2 hours. You'll see it for about 2 hours after sunset, and then bye-bye to the moon. And we'll have dark skies for the rest of the night and chilly, chilly weather. Look at that. More spots getting into the 30s. When temps get close to the mid-30s, that's when some frost starts forming. So be aware of that. If you have any fall mums or anything outside you'd be worried about. Then tomorrow, another beautiful day. Really, really sunny. That high pressure taking care of us yet again. Temps up a few more degrees. And then, yeah, here we go. It gets warmer. Not bad for the first day of fall. And then, you know what? We'll round it up to 80 on Wednesday. Why not? It's definitely 80 for sure on Thursday. So a nice midweek warm-up. But that short-lived warm-up, it's not there for too much longer. But what happens is, after a cold front stops by, we get closer to average. Mid-70s is what's average for this time of year. So here is your forecast for today. 63 is where we'll call it with those sunny skies. Cold tonight, be on the lookout for some frost. And then tomorrow, up just a few more degrees, but looking just as good. And that 7-day forecast, let's see that warm up. I'm all in for that. So there we go. 71 on Tuesday, and then let's bump it up. I'm calling that 80. Even though technically it'll be 78, that's good enough. 80 for Wednesday and Thursday, if you will. Then Friday and Saturday, a little cooler thanks to that cold front. It's only bringing a quick sprinkle Thursday night into Friday. Most of us actually stay dry. Okay, so Friday and Saturday, both dry, but we are tracking some rain for next Sunday. We'll keep you updated on that.